Is lust a man's worst enemy? Is it an addiction? Is it something that blocks a man from reaching his full potential? I think that if someone came up to me and offered me to remove my lust for $1 million, let's not put, because I don't want to confuse people. It's not about the amount, a sum of money or a monetary value. The point is, I would I would give a lot. I would give a lot of value to removing lust from my life. And I was talking to a friend the other day, and I said to him, I'm 35. I want to, my priority is to be in a relationship. My priority is to have a partner in life, to start a family, to have children. And I said to him, I feel this guilt. I feel this guilt and remorse that I live in a city like Miami and I date a lot, sometimes less, sometimes more, but I'll go on dates and I'll see women, and I'm just being completely vulnerable and honest. A lot of these women are great quality women. There's nothing wrong with them. And that subconscious thought in me, the minute that things have things show a way of having potential to build something with that person, the self-conscious thought in the back of my mind is like, well, I'd be giving up all this peace that I have, but also all of these options. And sometimes I tell myself, well, I'm only thinking that way because I haven't yet found the one. But then most days I'm telling myself, no, that's lust in me. That's the sin in me. And I am a man of God. I'm a believer of God. God, Jesus Christ saved me, brought me back from hell, especially so in from my past. I struggled with alcoholism, and I am a recovered sober member of AA. I don't go to meetings as much anymore. I am more, I spend more of my time in church. But the point being is that it is a sin. Most of the time, I feel like, yeah, maybe I haven't met the one, but also, am I just flat out sinning? And that's probably what it is. And I pray to God on it. And I ask God to remove this. I ask God to remove any bondage of self that stands between God and I, stands between me getting closer to God, making more rational decisions. And I do it over and over and over and over, and I've done it hundreds at least, if not thousands of times by now, and I still struggle with it. And I just wanted to, I was driving and I was watching something on YouTube as I'm going to the gym, and I wanted to just say something regarding lust. I think I'm going to title this video, Is Lust a Man's Worst Enemy? But it's a weakness, it's a sin, just like everything else. And I was listening to this pastor preach, and he was saying how, if we look at our being, and let's say if we're the body and Christ is the head, what's keeping what's keeping the head attached to the body? And it's the neck. And this pastor said, by the way, your neck is the weakest part of your body. You get it? So, in turn, it is our weaknesses that keep us binded and attached to Christ. It is not our strengths. So, sometimes I think to myself, and as simple as it sounds, or maybe to some of you, just like me, it'll be an aha moment. If I didn't have any weaknesses, would I even be attached to Christ? If I was perfect, if I didn't ever look at a girl and objectify her, if I never lied, if I never did anything wrong or unrighteous, would I need Christ? Or would that in turn mean that I am Christ because I'm so perfect? Right? So, lust is a big thing. It is a big thing that's certainly that's putting hurdles in front of me and putting big challenging objects in front of me when it's evening time and say, ideally, I'd like to sit down and read a book or research something or review charts from trading, do something productive, right? But instead of doing that, I go ahead and scroll on Instagram or get on a dating app And now the lust kicks in, the lust takes over, and I'm either wasting time trying to match with girls or talk to girls, say things to girls that are maybe a little bit more than flirting, or even worse so, pull out a laptop or whatever tablet, phone that we use and pursue that thing that we know we pursue. Men and women, I'm speaking from a male's perspective, okay? And I do believe, I don't know what anybody else on the internet thinks, but this is something I struggle with. I think lust prevents me from being better. It makes it challenging. It doesn't stop me, and it doesn't seem like it's a one-time prayer and God just removes it. But I will never give up. And the thing that keeps us attached, uh, the neck, like this pastor I was listening to said, the neck that keeps us attached to Christ is also the faith. It's like how do we stay close to Christ? What's keeping us close together? It's faith, right? And sometimes and the faith in things like lust, a lot of times for a lot of us is weak, and for me that's a massive weakness that I'm still working on. I'm still working through. That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop praying. Just like with my alcoholism, I prayed for years for God to remove it, and one day just, I hope it doesn't take that long, and I hope it doesn't have to go that far with lust. But with alcoholism, I lost everything, and then one day it's like that alcohol thing, me pursuing alcohol, just expired. And I hope that this lust thing expires, or maybe it never does. How about maybe it never does? Maybe it's just that weakness that sometimes I have a better grip on, sometimes I have a worse grip on, but it's the thing among many other things that keeps me attached. It's the weakness that keeps me attached in Christ. By attached, I mean it's the weakness that keeps me wanting to reach out and to connect to Christ and ask for help. Because if it wasn't there, would I even need Christ in my life, right? Just food for thought. I know I'm rambling on. This is video number 2 on my channel in long form, but it's real. It's vulnerable and it's real. I don't see people on the internet without filters, without edits, without blockbuster visual and sound effects talking about something that's so real. And lust is real. I live in a city like Miami, and a city like Miami makes it pretty difficult. And I'm not blaming it on the city, right? It's me. But it's like my friend said, he goes, well, look, everything you do, work out, stay fit, eat healthy, strive for more, improve financially, improve spiritually, improve physically, improve mentally, improve emotionally, right? Everything, he goes, think about it. Everything you do so that you can impress a girl. And I'm not saying I agree with him 100%, but I'm not saying I disagree. I want the best out of everything. I want to be able to live a good quality life. I want to be able to function the best of my ability and the best of my qualities that my body and mind can do. And also anything I possess or enjoy or get to experience, or anyone I get to come across, I want excellence in people that I surround myself with, and therefore the partner that I have in my life. Looks do matter. Or maybe I say that now. Maybe that'll change in the future. But I feel like if I'm doing everything I can to be in the best shape of my life, to be the best version of myself that I can be, realizing that I'm not perfect, by no means I'm saying I'm perfect. I also believe that I deserve something who is attractive, and you can call it like sexually attractive to me. Yes. And he said, so therefore, because everything you do is to the highest standard, doesn't mean I achieve everything of the highest standard. Everything I do, I want to achieve to the highest standard. This is because of all of that, your testosterone is high and you're constantly just looking to, and goes, you shouldn't feel guilty. You shouldn't feel bad about that. It's the day that you meet a woman that you commit to 100%. And then if you go out there and you still play the field, then you should feel like a terrible person. And he also said something to me. I go, well, is there a solution? I said, it sounds like I'm the problem. He goes, well, do you think you're a problem or you know you're a problem? And I said, right now, I just think I'm a problem. Is there a solution to all that? And he goes, well, the solution is that right now you're involved, as far as work and pursuits and purpose of life goes, you're involved in, say, a handful or less than a handful of things. You're doing this, you're focusing on that, you're focusing on this, and you're focusing on that. And you're spreading your energy between all. And it's okay, you can keep up with all of it when it comes to work, whatever it is. Maybe like a little bit of this, the golf business, the trading, the church and learning the Bible, pursuing a great physique, trying to share it with others, right? But he goes, it's not a true purpose. There's going to be a day when you'll find that one singular true purpose, and you will pour everything into it. That the girls won't matter, the lust won't be there. You'll just focus 1,000% on that one thing. And I said to my friend, I sure as fuck hope it's true, and I sure as fuck hope it's sometime soon, because I'm 35 and I don't want to wait till 50 to find that purpose. I don't know if it's true. That's just another food for thought. So, anyone wants to comment on this or say anything about lust, or just watch this and say, man, this guy sucks at making videos. This guy has no rhyme or rhythm to his videos, but you know what? He's just being honest. He's being vulnerable. There's more to come, and I'm sure these videos will get better over time, and I'm sure that naturally I will find more flow and structure to it. But for now, I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to be vulnerable and try to put stuff out that people can relate to, so that we can continue to share experiences and continue to find value in each other's perspectives. That's it.